Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 6 of season 2 of the Sandman. This is the final episode of this volume, and last episode was intense. You could definitely feel the ramp up as things are starting to escalate, as more of this starts to unravel and unfold. And you know, after that visitation that Delirium and Dream had with Destiny, it sent shivers down my spine, man, just in the way that Delirium sent those right down Destiny's back. She knows things that he doesn't. She can see things that are not in his book. As much as he likes to think that he knows all outcomes and all things, there are things that he doesn't know, and what he doesn't know seems to terrify him. I still get the feeling that there's some kind of puppeteer behind the scenes that's orchestrating a lot of this, but the whole episode was fantastic though. Like, we got this backstory. Obviously, the next step in this, in order to find their missing brother, is for him to locate an oracle, one that might be able to envision where he is, and the only living one that might be able to help them is his son Morpheus. And we got his story, and tragic as it is, which just makes sense with these guys, man. It is not like we see happy days with any of them, which is why I think Destruction pieced out. But I also have a feeling that maybe Destruction, if not the one behind all of this in some way, shape, or form, is just the bait to kind of lure everybody into their positions that they need. We're heading off to find Morpheus's son. That's where we left off. So let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, helps do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. At least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 6, Family Blood. Here we go.
There is no one to whom I may entrust my story. Perhaps it is unwise to keep a journal, a confession to what my enemies would deem my sins.
Is that Joanna?
But if I do not write it, it will be written for me by those who would burn me at the
Yeah.
stake.
Thought I recognized that voice. This is her ancestor, though.
Who's there?
But we are old friends, you and I. We met in a tavern 5 years gone. There is a task I need accomplished. It is a family affair.
Oh, so he's getting a proxy.
Yes.
Where is this task sending me?
Stop right there, Citizeness. You're out very late, are you not? What do you have in that sack?
There is nothing in this sack that would interest you.
We will decide that. Open it.
Wait, does she already retrieve the item? Please let it be his head.
There, my gallants. Satisfied? Which I will take back to my village, and I will show to my poor mother, and she will spit on his face like this.
Come here, good citizeness. I wish to inspect your head more closely. 1,000 thanks, girl. This will buy many hammocks.
I gotta give him credit, at least. I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe he's asleep, maybe he doesn't feel in pain anymore or whatever, but I was like not reacting at all. Not to that, not the spit in the face or anything. Because I have to assume he has to still be alive, but just completely unresponsive. Because I would have loved to have seen the reactions of their faces if she spit on his face and he was like twitched or something.
Couldn't be helped. The earring will bring him nothing but misery.
And your ear.
Do you mean, will it grow back? Alas, no. The rest of me would have done so long ago.
So he can't recover from any wound. I mean, obviously, the decapitation's one thing, but any scratch, scrape, or anything?
I'm looking for your extremely convincing performance.
I admired yours as well.
Playing dead is easy. It's actually dying I can't seem to manage.
Oof.
It was Robespierre himself who decided I was a threat to the people of France.
You don't look that dangerous to me.
You haven't heard me sing. Dancing, of course, is out of the question.
Let's see, he's maintained his humor.
To do with me?
I intend to take you home.
To your home?
Not quite.
Back to the island from which you were stolen, which I hope will be much better guarded from now on.
Did the priest send you? Did my father?
I am not at liberty to say.
So can they traverse time at will?
The soldiers we met will have told their superiors by now, and word will be out to look for a young
Or is
woman
this
with a
another
head.
time where he sought to reunite with his son?
Well, they have, my lady.
Because anytime we've time traveled, it's just been in flashback as the viewer, a recanting of sorts. I don't know that we've seen someone, even the enlists,
Good morning, Captain.
go from one point in their timeline to another point in their timeline.
Where have you hidden it?
I do not know what you were talking about.
We know that you have in your possession a stolen artifact.
I want it back, Mademoiselle Constantine.
And what would you do with the head?
I would destroy it utterly, and you will help us.
This is probably going to tee up where he is in the present day, and then we'll probably catch up with her.
Thus it was, I
Descendant.
found myself immured in the Palace of Luxembourg, where my death awaited me at the edge of a weighted blade.
Finish the mission.
You're having problems, I see.
Welcome.
It's putting it mildly, don't you think? Will you help me?
I may not be seen to intervene in the matter.
Your son's head is valuable to you, and I'm rather attached to mine. Indeed, hitherto we have been inseparable.
I love her.
How is he?
He asked me the same about you.
And you said nothing, of course.
I didn't answer. Of course.
But in not answering, it's kind of an answer.
He says he wishes to die.
He once said the same to me.
I suppose I cannot blame him, after all he's suffered. But even in his current state, he's more alive than anyone I've ever met. He jokes. At his own expense, he's curious. He asks questions, and more remarkably, he listens to the answers.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of options.
He even offered to sing for me.
Did he sing for you?
He did not, as at the time the severed head and I were trying not to draw attention to ourselves.
Is he able to sing in the place where you have hidden him?
Yes, although I don't think he'll feel much like singing.
He will if you ask him to.
Huh.
It was so obvious, so blindingly obvious. Where do you hide a book? In a library. Where do you hide a flower? In a garden. Where do you hide a severed head? Amongst other severed heads.
He looks so proud of himself. Oh, God.
Some ropes, Pierre. It is not too late. You can let me go. Never bother you again.
Neither you nor the head will be leaving France, mademoiselle.
This is the head of Morpheus, whose song was powerful enough to sway even the hearts of Hades and Persephone.
The myths are dead. The gods are dead. There is only the state and the people.
No, Citizen Robespierre, there is much more than that. Now, Messiah Orpheus, send to them. He sang of freedom, of liberty, a song so powerful that even the dead joined in to sing it.
Oh, whoa.
A song which cast a spell upon the listener. For the next day, Robespierre's reign of terror was cut short by the fall of the weighted blade.
Wow.
The Dream King's instructions took us to a small, uncharted island off the coast of Greece, where the sacred temple of Orpheus were hidden from the world beneath a bank of clouds. Feels odd, just leaving you here. You sure it's all right?
The priests will take care of me. I was on this island for centuries before I was stolen. Do you think my father might come by to visit?
I'm sure I couldn't say.
He must care for me, though, don't you think? Or he wouldn't have sent you to rescue me?
There is a logic in what you say.
I trust that he will repay you adequately for your time and trouble in assisting me.
They say virtue is its own reward. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, there it is.
Perhaps in a year or so I could return. See you again.
I do not think that would be a good idea, Joanna. When you see my father, will you tell him I miss him? I haven't seen him for so long.
Not even in your dreams.
Oof. Spiteful little bitch.
Will you visit him?
That is none of your concern. What is it you want?
Perhaps a bit more time with Orpheus.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So this is it, where Orpheus lives.
She was even buried
Along with the
here.
priests that attend him.
She's really taken with him, it seems. Also to keep him company.
Dream, have you ever spent days and days and days making up flavors of ice cream no one's ever eaten before, like chicken and telephone ice cream.
My sister.
Green mouse ice cream sauce. I didn't like that one at all. But I get things wrong sometimes, lots of times. Like this whole entire thing was me getting it all completely, entirely wrong. So can we please just go?
You two!
What the fuck?
How did you get up here?
There are many paths that lead here. I have been avoiding all of them for some small while now, but I must speak with my son.
Are these the current guardians or priests?
Are you Apollo?
I am your charge's father.
Guess over time, we just kind of modernized our defenses here. Get the guy a TV, satellite, radio, something.
Hello, Morpheus.
Hello, Father. You look just like yourself. You didn't describe what I look like.
You look like my son.
Father, I am so sorry.
It is I who am sorry.
You know, you were trying to protect me. I know that now.
I abandoned you.
You never abandoned me. You sent Andros and his father.
Joanna.
I am not worthy of you, my son.
Why would you say that? What's happened? When last we saw one another, you said we would never meet again. So something must have happened.
Yeah.
Where even to begin?
Why not the beginning?
Hmm.
I know where to go.
Get this kid Netflix. He can watch the first season. The happiness in his eyes. Does she make them ice cream? They don't seem to hate whatever it is that she got.
Are they eating your ice cream?
Well, they did seem hungry. Don't worry, I let them pick their own flavors.
Oh, thank God.
Did you talk to him?
I did.
Did he tell you where our brother is?
Yes.
Is it a long way to our brothers?
No, not far.
Aww. Oh, shit. Right over there. Oh.
Destruction lives next door.
Oh.
Seems our brother chose to live in the one place he knew I would not dare to go.
Well, he doesn't know you very well then. A doggy! Hello, doggy!
Hello?
You are a very lovely doggy, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Oh, we found him. Now what?
Hello, lass. Well, let me take a look at you. I do believe you've grown.
Maybe.
And you, my brother, you also seem different.
You have no idea.
Shall we go inside? I've made dinner.
So he's been expecting you.
Take a seat. And help yourselves.
Damn, this is a nice setup.
I did not come here seeking food.
No, you came here seeking me.
Then I remembered all those words you had coming out of your mouth when you told us you were leaving. But then all of a sudden you weren't there anymore.
Her eyes are back. She's locked in. And they're back. Oh, they're like kind of flickering. Unless I'm just seeing things right now.
You never really told me why you left. So I thought if I could find you, even better than knowing why, would be not having to miss you anymore. Because you'd be here, which you are, so...
How did you know we were coming?
I set up certain mechanisms.
These mechanisms, might they have harmed those who helped us to find you?
Oh.
I'm afraid so.
Innocent people have lost their lives simply because we were looking for you. It was not just that they should die.
300 years ago, you would have told me that they were simply mortal.
Yeah.
And would have died later had they not died then. You've changed, Drew.
And how do you justify that, leaving us?
I suggest we go outside.
Will you return with us?
No, of course not. I'm sorry, lad.
And what of your realm?
I'm sure it's still there. People and things are still created, still exist, they're still destroyed. Things still change. The only difference is that no one's running it anymore. They can make their own destruction.
Leave him out of it.
It's not my responsibility. And it's not my fault.
There it is. Oh.
You know, I think I knew that it was time to leave this place. Even before you started looking for me. Life was comfortable, unchanging. And you know what they say? You change or you die. Can't have Mum and Dad and the rest of the family turning up guilting me into going back, can I?
What will you do now?
I will make the most of whatever time I have left. I need to take the sword, of course. Can't have it falling into the wrong hands.
Yo.
If you go, then I'll be alone again.
That's not true. We didn't come here on your own, did you?
Oh. Dream has his bird, and his librarian, and his dragon thingy.
You give me an idea, my friend.
Oh, wait.
Answer if you wish.
Is he gonna give her Barnabas?
Will you go with the Lady Delirium?
Can't I go with you?
You would not survive in the places I'm traveling to, friend.
She shouldn't be allowed out of a leash, but I'll do what I can.
Cute.
I have matters left unresolved with my son.
Remember what I did. Remember how hard it was for me to leave, but I did it out of love.
Yeah.
And I know you think I'm weak, selfish for leaving, and maybe I am, but in my experience, love is the only good reason to do anything. I like the stars. They give the illusion of permanence. Worlds end, gods come and go, mortals flicker and fade. From here, I can pretend things last. My brother, there is no one like you. My sister, I've loved seeing you. You were always my favorite.
I know.
Why does it seem like he's saying goodbye?
Be good. Look after her.
I'll miss you.
You'll miss the poetry readings, the paintings, the late-night flamenco guitar recitals.
That's right, go on. Try to make me feel better.
Where will you go?
Out there. Somewhere. Remember what I said, Trey. Good luck.
And you?
Wow, that's gorgeous.
I can't believe he's really going.
He left 300 years ago.
I thought he'd come back to us.
I know.
It's better.
So he was behind the deaths, but there's no grand scheme.
We don't have to wonder anymore why he left. You got some advice, and I got a doggy. What next?
Now I return to the temple.
And fulfill his exchange.
Thank you for coming back.
I gave my word.
How was my uncle?
I don't know. He has gone from that place and from this world. So much the same, I suppose.
When you went looking for your brother, did you believe that he would come back with you and return to his realm?
I hoped he would, but I think perhaps I knew he would not.
Yet you came here. You asked me where your brother was, knowing what I would ask of you.
You asked for a boon, and I am here to grant it.
It's strange. For many thousand years, I've prayed for death, prayed to all the gods for peace and relief. I prayed for an ending. I never thought that you'd be the one to grant it. Do you remember what you said to me? You said, your life is your own, your death likewise. Farewell, we shall not meet again.
Do you know why I said those things? I was scared to live in a world without you in it.
I should have died long ago.
Perhaps.
I wish I'd listened to you, and I wish things had been otherwise.
As do I.
I am ready.
My son.
Would that still not kill him, though? I would imagine that would just leave him, like, vegetative. And like I don't know. I thought death would be the only one that could actually undo it. God, man. I can't even imagine. Oh, and there she is. to whisk him away.
Our journey is at an end. All debts are paid. My sister, I will take my leave of you now.
Thank you for coming with me. I don't think I could have done it all by myself. Come on, doggy. We're going to my place. Very interesting, and I think you'll like it. Unless maybe you don't.
So now that he's done this, though, what befalls him? Like, what is the outcome?
You're back.
I am back.
Are you all right?
I shall be retiring to my quarters for the rest of the day. I do not wish to be disturbed. Tomorrow I shall resume my duties. I have neglected them long enough.
Can I help in any way?
Yes. Some time ago I created a priesthood to tend to my son, but their responsibilities are now at an end. I only have one last thing to ask of them. That is to bury him. When this is done, they may remain in the temple or do whatever it is they may please.
Of course, my lord.
The rest can wait.
Is it ready yet? Nearly there.
Oh, is that his thread?
Who's ready for tea? Read me the fortune. I do love to hear fortunes.
A king will forsake his kingdom. The oldest battle begins once more.
Dream King killed his son. The boy asked him to.
He spilled family blood. All good things, eh?
Got to finish sometime.
Well, she doesn't want to. Yep, that was it. That was his thread. Oh, son of a bitch. It's crazy at the end of the day. And I don't know, maybe I'm just suspicious, maybe whatever, maybe needlessly. All of this is just the outcome of his own choices, the consequences of his own actions, and of his own growth at the end of the day. You know, I think if we lived in a world where he never grew, changed, evolved at all, matured even, we wouldn't be in this position if he stuck to the rules, if he stuck to his duties, if he was as rigid as he had always been. But it's almost as if the more human he becomes, the more mortal he becomes. It seems to maybe make him open to fallibility, much like the rest of us. Seeing that him break down at the end of this after what he had done, I think is evidence enough. He's always cared to some extent, but I think he's always been very good at stuffing those emotions away. Obviously with like Nada, with a bunch of other instances as well. Egos played a huge part in it as well, but I think like he does care for his family. And that's the thing too about his brother, is that he cares. And he feels abandoned. He's kind of angry about that, kind of in the way like when anybody chooses something other than them or him, it kind of turns to anger at times. But it's taken him this, all of this, all the journeys and the trials and all of this that he's been through since we've been following his journey, for him to kind of even remotely understand why his brother left, and to be kind of, I don't know, I dare not say at peace with it, but a little more understanding and respectful of that, knowing that just to fulfill this desire of Delirium's to, again, get her own sense of closure, where he is, what's he up to, does he still feel the same, is he even alive, all these unknowns. And I get what that's like to have somebody that's been a part of your life for so long, for them to disappear on a whim, and what that's like to always kind of wonder, are they going to come back? Will you ever see them? Are they even okay? And then sometimes you're left worrying and never knowing. At least if we find him, we can see if he still feels the same way. And if he does, that at least gives me some kind of sense of peace and solace, that I tried and we checked, and it's here, here we are. Her main problem is being alone. Like she mentioned, Dream has Lucian, has his dragons, has all these kind of tenants in his kingdom, but she doesn't have her own, which I find very interesting. And honestly, we haven't seen any of the others even have such as well, which makes kind of sense because as Dream, he can dream up whatever he wants, but I would think even she'd be able to as well, though they'd be more hallucinations than anything, as we saw that when he entered her realm and it was just like this trippy, just like whatever, like it was a party, it was a bunch of different things until he hit like the core of it where she was in her little retreat in her little garden. But there was a lot of things along the way that were meant to kind of deter and interrupt and distract and whatever. And maybe it was even people entering her realm who on the other side are dabbling in whatever they're dabbling in that takes them into her realm. Because she mentioned that before as well. That's one way that humans kind of tap into her domain. I like at the end of the day, like he's so done, like their brother. He's so disgusted by what he's kind of born to do. Like he's come to love and appreciate humanity so much that to fulfill his role makes him feel guilty. He's like, I can't keep watching. I can't be at fault. And much like almost like with Morpheus's own words to Orpheus was that your life is your own, your death is your own. It's kind of the same thing. There's some similarities between the two that I think didn't get highlighted enough, or at least shown to each other enough during their time, because that's what he's kind of done to humanity. And that's what we revealed here. It was like, I was so scared of being put in this position with you, of being in a world without you. And it's because of that, he said those harmful things. He said the things that that left his lips. And it was just words out of pain. And if he didn't fulfill his wish, he'd still be around. He'd still be alive. So he turned his back, took care of him, kept watch of him, kept his tabs, sent his priests, sent his people, sent Joanna. He did what he could from a distance, but he just couldn't face him because he knew that question would be asked yet again to put him out of his misery. And then would he be able to do it? And now he's come to this point, after all this growth, he's finally kind of in a position where he knew where this was all going to lead and that it was going to lead him to having to do that, but he still did it. Anyway, the flip side of that is that the reason their brother walked away was that he also loves humanity so much, he could not be the reason for their destruction. So he gave it to them, put their lives and their own destructions in their own hands. So now he's just not in charge of it. If they're going to destroy themselves, that's going to be their choice, not mine. At least if it happens, it happens, and I can't be blamed for it. I can't take the fault for it. So he spent all this time trying to be at peace, trying to create, do the opposite of what he was born to do, and test his waters at it. And I love that Barnabas was kind of there to like just kind of always kind of tear him down every step of the way, like in a fun, jovial manner and whatnot. But it's like he had a companion. But he was so fearful of going back to that life because of that love that he also had to put the people that he loved in harm's way because he was that terrified of it. His friends, Ishtar, all of them, he set up these contingencies so that if anybody came looking, it would cover up the tracks and make it even more difficult. But there was no other grand machination, it doesn't seem like, that led them all here other than just Dream's own quest for answers. Because even he, like Delirium, kind of fell prey to hope. It's like, I think I knew at the end of the day that despite all of this at the end, he's probably still not going to come back. But I hoped he would. So it's shown that, like, he's even kind of become infected with hope in a way. How much he's allowed himself to feel and be feeling. It's just so interesting to see all of that come to fruition in some sort of way, and then for it to all culminate into this final moment where he can no longer put himself beyond the needs of his son. Because the only reason, too, that he did that, he's like, because I can't live in a world without you. Meanwhile, you're suffering for all eternity up until this point. So he's finally gotten to this place where he's forgoing his own feelings and giving in. Also, by doing so, invites his own destruction at the hands of the Fates. And even they seem pretty conflicted about it. They're like, hey, this is a really good thread. It's a really good story. Do we really want to cut it short? The old one's like, yeah, it's our job. He knew what he was doing. I don't know. It's going to be a really interesting thing for this just all to play out. And I guess there was just, again, like with the Eurydice thing, I was just like wondering, like with the snake and all this kind of stuff, I was like, is somebody setting him on this path yet again to orchestrate him spilling family blood, or is this just, a fate of his own making? I don't know. I find it interesting too that in this episode, destruction was like, if we don't change, we die. Yet, ironically enough, changing is what is leading Morpheus to his death, presumably. I mean, that's what they kind of seems like they're teeing up, and that seems also like what he's, I don't know. I mean, he did say like, hey, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to resume my duties. I'm taking a break for today because I need a mental health day after what I just did. And just the visceralness of that, him walking out of that temple, hands bathed in his son's blood. I didn't know if there was going to be a magical way in which he killed him or a metaphysical way, but he just seemed to have just plunged his hands into his brain. But is that really death, because his sister took his ability to die away? So now I'm just left wondering, I was like, is he actually dead, or is he just no longer able to be conscious of his waking life? I mean, she showed up for him either way, so she took him away. I'm a little at conflict at how that played out. I'm kind of surprised that she didn't have nothing to say to him, but I guess she probably knew that it would probably be best to leave him to his own devices at that point. Also, the way that he's grown closer to his family and whatnot too, as much as like Delirium was like, you're the only one that kind of understood. I missed you. I feel alone. And he's like, well, I mean, you're not though. Dream came with her to see him, to get his own advice, to get his own answers. It's like anything is worth it for love. Like the advice he gave him down to it. The most powerful thing you can do something for, or the strongest reason you can do anything for, is love, or whatever his phraseology was. Also, that advice is like what kind of gave him the strength to follow through on his boon with his son, to even walk this path at all. And that's the root of his anger too with his brother, was I do believe love as well. Having been walked away and abandoned himself, in the way that I think that he's only realized that that's the same thing that he's done to other people in his life as well. I don't know. It's just really interesting how all these different things kind of cycle in on themselves and feed back into his own personal arc. All that to say, though, that he came here with Delirium, that he's even interacting with the family and even entertaining Delirium's shenanigans and whatnot. It's shown that they've come together. They're not alone, that they, if she can reach out to him too. Like even when he used her for a time, kind of took it back, regretted it, was upset with that. I don't know. It's just like, again, it's just like seeing him reconcile with the consequences of his own hubris, ego, and actions. And then like over the course of all of their interactions, their little dinner, their little back and forth while they were there, he acknowledged too how different Dream was compared to what he was like before. Like especially commenting on how the fact that, if this was back when they were still all together, how he would have been saying the same shit at one point or another, and that how he's acting counter to advice he would have given at that time. It's just like, I love that they can at least acknowledge, and sometimes just even without any words at all, just notice a change in Dream's demeanor, his air, and everything, because he is like, there's this idea that they can't change. Both of them are evidence that they very much so can, which is really interesting. I like that. And I feel like there's like so much about this episode, especially with the way that it's definitely going to shift my perspective on the previous episodes as well, that there's a bunch of stuff that I'm probably still not able to process right now, right off the jump. But I absolutely adored these 6 episodes, man. This show is so good. Tom Sturridge is such an amazing actor to bring this character to life. I can't wait to finally be able to continue reading. I actually have some material I can get into now, because I've been holding off on continuing the read until we got this new season. So finally be able to do my 1-for-1 as we're going through it again. So I'm excited to get into that bit. And then we have a little bit of a reprieve before the final volume comes out. I think there was a teaser that they released for this that they dropped in between already for volume 2. I'm probably not going to watch it just because I don't really do mid-season things here on the channel, so I'm going to avoid that and go into the final bit blind as all hell. And I love what they've left us with right here, with Dream basically just preparing for the consequences of his actions to finally come for him. And again, this being like the perfect culmination of his journey so far, or his character growth so far. You know, I don't know. I'm excited. I love this, man. I love this to death. Being exposed to this story, this character in this way, and then going back and reading the stories themselves, it's escalated. It's jumped Morpheus to the upper echelon probably of my DC character rankings and whatnot, man. I absolutely adore this world and this character and this cast of characters. It's just so interesting. It's so antithetical to most comic book superhero storylines, especially in DC, that I'm used to and whatnot. It's so contemplative. It's so reflective. It's so much more an exploration of the human condition and life and majesty and these larger than life, sometimes metaphysical, non-physical concepts in a visual way, in a narrative way. I don't know. It's fascinating. But anyway, we got, that's all I got for right now. I'm not going to drag this out any further. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to, at least over on Patreon, watch Dead Boy Detectives for my own shits and giggles. I don't know if that'll ever make it to the channel proper here, but I will probably, I definitely want to watch that, at least in the in-between. Just get a little bit more of this world, and especially knowing that the events of this volume set up even the existence of that show was kind of interesting enough. Just the fact that they're also connected, I kind of want to make sure I get all I can get, even if I know that got, you know, just like with this, that also came to its own untimely end. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I want to know what you guys thought. How do you feel right now with everything we've seen so far? For you comic book readers, you guys who have already read the graphic novel up until this point, how do you feel about the way they've been adapting it? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And before we go, I want to shout out Angela Bird, Denise Mauricio, and Lily Chan Sun. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor some of the rescues that we have here at the office that we've been taking care of. I really appreciate your all's support. It means a lot. And also, as always, I want to shout out our channel legends: Eric Official, Armando Rosas, Ash, Captain Hoodie, Casey Wood, Chris, Clara V, Codename Witch, Damasius, David Furstenberg, Durla, Gregory Toner, It's Mushi, Jade, Jake Cantrell, Carmen Willman, Liam Harold, Lily Chan Sun, Lindley Bullock, Mandy Sharon, Muggy Holes, Nicodemus, Nikki G, Nile, Ollie Hodges, Philly J, Robert Anguiano, Ross Langer, Russell Crockett, Ryan Morris, Shilio, Yor Korskov, and your boy G-Man. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.